There's Shin as in below the knee, G as in G, what a swell guy, Hira as in the Hero Mountains, and Ko as in KO, cause I'll knock you out. Nice to meet ya.
Jushido explained to me about how Uryu fought against Captain Kurotsuchi of Squad 12. If something happened to him, it had to be then.
I guess that we're neighbors. I hope that we can be friends, Ichigo.
Huh? Oh, you're that transfer student. Nice to meet—
Hello! Hello!
What? Sorry, Tish, gotta use the bathroom!
Don't take it too personally. That's just Ichigo.
Oh, I don't mind. He's exactly how I imagined.
All right, that about does it. Huh? What the? Shinji? Is that a Zanpakuto? Who are you?
Hush, quiet down. Don't make so much noise, Ichigo Kurosaki. Somebody with your spiritual pressure shouldn't be so easily rattled. It'll echo around the world. They'll feel your presence.
Feel my presence? Who?
Who? Seriously, do I have to spell it out for you, you fool? Fine. Here, go on. Take a good look. So, recognize this?
What? A Hollow's mask?
Right. A Zanpakuto in a Hollow's mask. Now do you get it? That's right. I'm a Soul Reaper who crossed over into the realm of Hollows. Didn't I say that I hoped we could become friends? I'm a Vizard, one of the masked army. I'm just like you. Join us, Ichigo. Surely you know by now that you don't really belong with them. What?
Whose spiritual pressure is that? And what's this other huge one? Is it a hollow?
He just sensed the hollow? Seriously? Come on, is this guy for real? That spiritual pressure belongs to a Soul Reaper, but nobody I know, so... Hey! Stop! Where are you going? Come back! I'm not done talking yet!
Sorry!
Hey, come back here!
I don't care about what you have to say. I really don't care what kind of freak you are. There's no way that I'm gonna join you guys. I'm a Soul Reaper. I'm not one of you weirdos.
Ugh. Man, what a punk that guy is. Hello? It's Shinji. Is this Miss Sarugaki? Sorry, I guess I failed. So what now? You don't have to yell. Anyway, it's only a matter of time. Be patient.
Good morning, Ichigo.
Oh, hey there, Ichigo!
Shinji, showing up at school like nothing happened.
Oh, good morning, Shinji?
Hey, I'm impressed. You remembered my name.
Come with me, Shinji.
Huh? What? Hey, seriously, that hurt! What are you so mad about?
Shinji, what is this? What are you doing here?
Come on, what do you think? I'm a student. I have to go to school.
But you came here to recruit me into your group! You have my answer already! N-O! No!
You just don't get it, do you? It's simple. You don't actually have a choice in the matter. A vizard can't go back once the symptoms appear. You see, whether you like it or not, you're already on our side, Ichigo. Orihime, that big guy, the one with the glasses, all of the Soul Reapers, do you really believe that they're your friends? Sorry, but their friendship isn't what you think it is. It's merely a temporary convenience. If you continue to be a Soul Reaper, you'll eventually be swallowed by your inner hollow and go insane. If that happens, you're finished. Your power will destroy everything. Your friends, your future, even your identity will be completely blown to smithereens. I bet you've sensed it already. The hollow inside you is growing, and very soon it will be too big for you to handle it. Come with me, Ichigo. I'll teach you how to handle it and how to save your sanity.
Gotcha.
Orihime.
You let yourself be followed, you idiot!
I know Ichigo well enough to realize that he wouldn't tell me what was really going on. So I thought that it might be a good idea to ask you instead, Shinji. Just who are you people, and what exactly do you want with Ichigo?
You really think that we'd just spill the beans and tell you everything? Hiyari Sarugaki!
What?
You heard me. That's my name. Now it's your turn. Introduce yourselves!
Orihime Inoue.
I'm Yasutoro Sato.
I see. Whatever. Anyway, we have nothing whatsoever to tell you. You'll die right here.
I'm sorry!
Get off me! Let go of me, Shinji! I'm gonna kick their butts!
What are you, deranged? We're after Ichigo. We can't just be killing random people. I'm surprised you found this place, Ichigo. That look. So, I take it this means that you finally made the decision to come and join us. I'm surprised you were able to find this place, given how bad you are at detecting spiritual pressure. However, we figured that you'd be coming, so we focused our spiritual pressure on you in order to help you find it. So, Ichigo, if you're here, then that must mean that you're ready to join us.
Bite me!
What?
Seriously? Me join you guys? Are you nuts? The whole reason that I came here was to use you guys. I'm never gonna join your group, but you know what? You're going to tell me how to control the hollow inside me.
Just who do you think you're dealing with here? We're not telling you diddly squat.
I'll get it out of you.
How?
By force.
That's a good one.
His name's Ichigo, isn't it? Quite impressive. He's holding his own against Shinji.
Open your eyes, you moron. The stupid Shinji ain't even trying.
If you ask me, I don't think that Ichigo's actually trying all that hard either.
It's plain as day. That dumbass is wetting himself.
Oh? You think so?
He's scared. He's frightened of calling upon his inner hollow, for fear of what might happen. Hachi, put up 5 more force fields.
Yes, ma'am.
Ichigo, you.
Shinji, step aside.
Enough. Are you satisfied, Hiyori? Now do you get it, Ichigo? It's just not possible. You can't contain the hollow that's inside of you. Not with your body, and not with your mind either. You passed. You want to learn how to control your inner hollow? So we're gonna hammer it into you.
What am I doing?
What's your problem? Watch it, you idiot, or I'll kick your butt!
I'll kick your butts! You said you'd hammer the ability to contain my hollow into me! So why am I running like a hamster on some phony homemade exercise wheel all day long? You're all crazy! No, I'm crazy for doing it!
That's right, you are crazy! The only crazy one here, in fact! But we're putting ourselves out to train you, so stop complaining and do what you're told!
This isn't training!
Just shut up and get going! Run till you drop!
Hold on, Ichigo. The purpose of Hiyori's piece of crap trainer is to prepare you for your upcoming instruction.
Hiyori, stupid trainer!
The longer you can keep going on that thing, the more you'll get out of your real training. We can teach you to control the hollow within, but only if you're able to run on that ridiculous thing for 3 days straight.
You gotta be kidding me! I can run on this stupid thing for a whole week! I've figured out this pile of junk. It's designed to drain spiritual energy. That's what it does, right? With the spiritual energy I have right now, I could go at least 5 days straight. So why waste time with it? Just tell me, how do I control my hollow? I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time to play around with you visors!
Shut up! Oh, you don't have time. You don't even know how long it takes for the Hogyoku to awaken.
Wait, what did you just say?
Hogyoku, holification. You don't know anything about these things. So stop your whining already.
How do you know that? How do you know about the Hogyoku?
I know all about that stuff. Hogyoku, the Arrancars, even Sosuke Aizen. I've known about them in rather extensive detail for years and years now. I'll tell you all about it some other time. I thought we'd take some time for your Konpaku to get used to our way of doing things, but now that I come to think about it, you've already managed to become a Soul Reaper and achieve Shikai and Bankai, and you've accomplished all of that in a very short amount of time.
Tell me, how do you know all that?
So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should avoid any further delays. Just get right down to it and teach you how to holofy. Are you ready then? I hope you don't regret this. Hachi, give me a 2-layered fault force field.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, Ichigo? In a moment, you're going to become a hollow all the way. Don't let it consume you. Consume it instead. If it eats you, it's all over. How do you feel, Ichigo?
Not bad.
Good.
Sorry.
I told you to stay hollified, dipstick!
Are you stupid or something? I'd be in big trouble if I'd stayed hollified.
Idiot! That's the whole point of this training! If you're not gonna do it right, then don't do it at all.
What?
Come on, Ichigo! One more time!
Shut up! I know! Ow!
You're slower immediately after you hollify. If my first blow had landed, you'd be dead.
His retention time isn't increasing at a very rapid pace.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not easy.
4 seconds.
That's short.
Huh?
What's up, Hachi?
Just now, someone actually managed to slip through my force field somehow.
Huh? A Soul Reaper?
No. The Hachigyo Sogai that I set up is the result of an original technique that I developed after I became a Visored. It isn't possible for it to be broken by a Soul Reaper's Kido. The strange thing about this situation is that they didn't actually break through the force field. Instead, it's more accurate to say that they slipped through.
Excuse me, where's the bathroom? Just kidding.
What are you doing, Ichigo?
Damn!
Ichigo!
Orihime? I see. Huh? What?
I mean, you just don't seem particularly surprised by what I told you.
Sure I am. It's just that finding out that Katakura Town is gonna be wiped out because of this Awaken thing, well, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it. But still, it's okay. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'm gonna stop Aizen. I can tell I'm getting stronger. Really. I can feel it. Thanks for the heads up, Orihime. All right, let's get back to training, Hiyori!
I see. He can't really process what I told him because he's too preoccupied. He's so busy training and getting stronger. It doesn't matter what Aizen is planning. That's because Ichigo knows. He's aware of exactly what he has to do, and he isn't afraid to confront the situation head on. I've noticed Ichigo's really getting strong lately, and not in a scary way. It's not like it was before. Although, I suppose it isn't particularly friendly either. And now, I have to get stronger too.
Hey, what's her deal?
You might not be aware of this, but Orihime was my first love.
Oh, yeah? He says that about every pretty girl? Really? Well, I don't remember him saying that about me.
Because I didn't, dipstick.
Don't take your eyes off me!
Whoa!
Hachi, your force fields are absolutely flawless. And there's no doubt about that.
Yes?
Then help me understand something. How was Orihime able to detect this place and get inside of it?
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure. However, having examined her spiritual pressure at close range, I believe she possesses the same type of force field ability that I do. I could feel it. It seems pretty clear that it must have been that ability which allowed her to detect this place, and subsequently empowered her to manipulate my force field in a way that enabled her to slip through it the way that she did. Although I must admit, it seems utterly incredible to me that it would even be possible for a human to possess powers such as that.
Let go!
Please stay still, Ichigo. You shouldn't be getting up yet.
This is exactly the reason why your pals from the Soul Society are here. Let them handle it. Got it?
Well, this is exactly what I've been training for, too! It's now or never!
Let him go.
What?
Oh, boy. I have to say, I really hate getting involved in Soul Reaper fights. Oh, well. With you guys making such a ruckus so close to me, I can't very well ignore it, can I?
Shinji!
What are you? Are you with them?
Why would I be?
Then what are you?
What's it to you?
You're right. I don't really care one bit. I don't need to know who you are to kill you!
Sheesh, you really are. A reckless hothead.
Blast! You...
Not bad.
Eat rocks! Grind! Oh, Kiora.
Mission accomplished. We're going back.
Negacion!
I sense traces of its spiritual pressure. It seems you've acquired a new power. But it's so insignificant. Anyway, it's over. There's nothing you can do now. The sun has set. This day was ours.
110 years ago. I mean, more or less, that is, but that's not actually the important part. Anyway, back then, I was the captain of Squad 5. My lieutenant was Sosuke Aizen. Kiryo Hikifune was promoted and left her seat as captain of Squad 12 vacant. The captain of Squad 2, Yoruichi, recommended Kisuke for the open position, Kisuke Urahara. When you're above others, you can sympathize with underlings, but you should never ingratiate yourself. That's what I told him, probably because he reminded me of myself. After a while, Kisuke founded the Department of Research and Development. Hiyori was his lieutenant, and she wasn't doing a bad job at all. Anyway, 101 years ago, accidents started taking place. People had started mysteriously disappearing from the Rukon district in the Soul Society. The only thing that was left behind were their clothes. Now, to be clear, they didn't die. Instead, they completely stopped existing as people. Kisuke sent Hiyori to look into it, fearing that it could be some new kind of disease or something. And then, that very night, the head captain called a meeting of all the captains to discuss the situation. The spiritual pressures of the captain and lieutenant of Squad 9 who were out investigating the accident had disappeared seemingly with no reason. The honor of our entire organization rested on solving this case. A special task force of captain-class units, aided by Hachi, the Kido expert, was created and sent to investigate. I was part of that task force. In the course of our duties, we found a masked Soul Reaper attacking Hiyori. The way that he growled and his spiritual pressure were exactly the same as a Hollow's. We saved Hiyori, and Hachi used his Bakudo to stop the Berserk Soul Reaper. But that was just the start. A mask appeared on Hiyori's face, and she attacked me out of nowhere. And at the same time, a traitor killed most of us. And then...
Please, I'm asking you, don't put the blame on him, Captain Hirako.
I got it, or so I thought. Now I get that I didn't get it, but I'd been gotten instead. I'd chosen him as my lieutenant in order to keep an eye on him, since he was such a dangerous and untrustworthy man.
You had no idea that for the last month, the person who was walking behind you wasn't actually me at all. I have the ability to create a wide range of illusions. That is the true ability of my Zanpakuto Kyoka Suigetsu. That power is called Kanzen Saimin, complete hypnosis.
My suspicions kept my eye keen, but he ended up using that to his advantage. You see, he actually managed to trick my very eyes.
In fact, I chose you, Captain Hirako. Transparent treachery is nothing to fear. What's truly frightening is treachery that can't be detected.
The next thing you know, he put a mask on my face, too. Aizen's goal was experimenting with the holification of Soul Reapers.
Captain Hirako, goodbye. You people made for truly magnificent pawns.
As it turns out, all of us had been cluelessly playing right into his plan all along. As for the rest, I only know about it from what Kisuke told me later on. Kisuke and Tessai Tsukabishi, the Kido commander, rushed in to put an end to the whole mess, but Aizen and his folks managed to escape. With the aid of time stop and space dislocation to Forbidden Kido, Kisuke brought us back to Squad 12's barracks, still hollowified. Kisuke did his best to use the Hogyoku to heal us, but he wasn't able to. When the next morning rolled around, both him and Tessai ended up being arrested by the Central 46, and after all that, Kisuke was expelled from the Soul Society for life. After using us as proof of Kisuke's actually non-existent crimes, they decided that they wanted to execute us as Hollows. Everything that was happening was all part of the plan that Aizen had concocted. He's one thorough guy, you gotta give him that. This was, of course, the worst possible ending for us, and so we picked the least terrible strategy. We managed to escape the Soul Society, along with some help that was provided by Yoruichi Shihoen. To be honest, I was pretty mad about the whole thing. I mean, having to escape even though I hadn't done anything bad. Soon after, we reached the world of the living, where Kisuke gave us Gigai with a spiritual pressure masking function. That kept us hidden for more than a century. We waited patiently and prepared for the day that we knew was going to come, sooner or later. That's the way that all of us ended up in the world of the living, together as the group known as the Visored. Kisuke said there was no miscalculation, and that was the biggest miscalculation, as I suppose should have been expected. In the end, everything turned out for the worst. We truly do owe a great deal to Kisuke, as we do to Aizen as well.
What a stench, as usual. I agree. This is what they mean when they talk about the smell of death.
It's completely fine. After all, the smell of death is perfectly appropriate here.
This is really the end!
Not so fast. It's been quite a while, Aizen.
Well, would you look at that? The old gang's all here.
It's been a while, Aizen.
That's...
Shinji, hirako. So that's what was going on. You were hiding in the world of the living.
It's been a long time. Is there anybody in particular that you want to say hi to in the 13 court guard squads?
Not me!
Nobody in the 13 court guard squads.
All right, well, I think that I should go and say hello to the head captain.
Hey! Hold up, Shinji!
Tell me, have you come here to seek revenge?
Yeah, against Aizen. I don't really care about you. If I hate you for anything, it's for deciding to fight inside of a super strong force field. If we didn't find Lieutenant Sasakibe patrolling outside, then we probably would have been going around in circles forever.
Shinji Hirako, let me ask you this. Can we consider you our allies for now?
All right, so, what do you think? Of course not. We're not actually your allies, but to that I'll add this. We're Aizen's enemies. And Ichigo's ally.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Are you just about done talking to him?
No, but I think we're just about out of time. It seems to me that the enemy's going to run out of patience very soon.
Man, that boy is way too noisy. Now the mood is ruined. I really don't like that about him, not one bit.
The words "wonder why speaks" have meaning. Shut up and watch.
No!
Are those all Gillians?
Get ready. Come on, let's end this.
Sajin!
Let me help you, masked visitor.
You sure? Do you want to help a bunch of oddballs like us? Although, from the look of things, you seem to be pretty odd yourself.
You people didn't hesitate when it came time to confront the Manos Grande. That maneuver is reason enough for me to help you. I've decided that I'm going to fight at your side. I won't hear any objections, masked visitor.
What's up with this guy anyway? I don't deal with uptight people well.
Then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Aizen?
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hirako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Yuri! Yuri! Yuri!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hirako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hirako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade. It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex!
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hirako.
All that we can to protect you.
Fight to protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, Don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands. I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen?
I correct myself if it sounded that way, Captain Kyoraku.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana, so I forgive you. Let's go.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on.
Put on your game face already. We'll only get one chance to attack him. We'll squander the opportunity like that. We're fighting to live. And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right. What am I so afraid of? It's the Visored and the captains. Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Aizen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Aizen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Bankai. Daiguren Hyorin Maru! It's just like you said before, Aizen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand.
Kyoraku, you...
It's over, Aizen.
So naive to rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya.
Oh no, everything's backwards. Damn it.
We got him!
They did it! They really did it! The captains pulled it off! Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
Well, well. It looks like we finally reached the turning point. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Gi?
What? What? What the hell are you guys doing?
Momo?
Fiend! Since when?
Since when? An interesting question. The power of Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. It has the ability to create a convincing illusion by controlling all 5 senses of its target at all times.
How long has it been, huh? Just how long have you been using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Then let me ask you this. For how long now have you been under the illusion that I wasn't using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Shiro... But... why?
Aizen! Wait, Captain Hitsugaya!
Vulnerabilities everywhere.
Oh, hey there, Izuru.
Hello, Captain Hirako.
Yeah, thank you. What's that? It seems important to you.
It's a dried persimmon. The other day, everyone in Squad 3 made them, so Momo and the others thought that we ought to share them with you.
Ah, speaking of, Rose said something similar too. About Gin, I mean. That'll make Momo happy. You know, she's really been rather worried about you.
She has?
What are you acting surprised for?
Oh, Captain Hirako, you know what Captain Ichimaru was like way back in the day, don't you?
I knew him. Maybe not as well as I thought. Whatever was going on inside that head of his, there's no doubt that he was an absolute genius. Though, not as much of a genius as me, of course.
Tell me, Captain, if it's not too much to ask, would you mind sparring with me?
What? Something come to mind?
No, that's not why. I want to see how powerful I am right now. I must do all I can to fulfill my duties as a Soul Reaper, along with acknowledging and reckoning with my crimes.
You are way too serious. Ah, what the hell? I'll spar with ya. Okay, we better go someplace else. It's a pretty big deal. I honestly didn't think it'd be this gloomy.
Thank you. Very much.
Nonetheless, you're a serious, uptight fella, for better or worse.
Yes.
Otherwise, yeah, you're real gloomy. You're a good fighter, but I'll tell you, you're kind of depressing to be around.
It's just my nature.
Yeah, whatever. You being serious, uptight, and gloomy is just who you are, I guess. It's not like you're gonna change now, you know. You're Squad 3 through and through. Although, if you ever felt like quitting your squad, I'd be happy to take you under my wing.
Thanks for that.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
You serious?
But thank you. So much. From here on, I will continue to live as a soldier of Squad 3.
Yeah, do what you want. By the way, Izuru.
Yes.
I did what you asked me to. You're gonna give me some dried persimmons now too, right?
Sure, go ahead.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go eat these with the guys.
Come out, you two.
Oops, guess I'm not that sneaky.
Captain Hirako, since when?
From the very start.
Rangiku, Momo.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Even if it's just a start, it's still good news.
So, is this what it's like to feel rejuvenated?
I made you two worry. I'm sorry.
Left me hanging.
You too.
That's fine.
You know, Izuru?
Huh? What?
Listen, let's both give it what we've got.
Okay. Let's both give it our all. I don't need forgiveness. I'll just carry on as I am. Shouldering my wrongs, every last one of them. Both those from the past and the future.
Hiyori!
Well, well. What a pleasant surprise. So tell me, what can I do for you, Captain Urahara?
Kisuke, why did you come here? You idiot.
Lieutenant Aizen?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Nothing. As you can see, I found the wounded members of the investigation unit who had been looking into the Konpaku disappearance case. I was only trying to do my best to help them.
Why are you lying to me about this?
Lying? I'm afraid I don't understand. What's wrong with a lieutenant trying to help a captain?
No, that isn't what I'm talking about right now. You said that they were wounded. Take a look. You call this wounded? It's really not good to lie. This is howlification.
I see. Just as I thought. You're the man I expected you to be. I'm very glad that you came here tonight. This conversation is over.
Wait!
Shinji! His holification's almost complete. If I don't do something... And then I carried Shinji and the others to the Squad 12 barracks, and I attempted to use the Hogyoku in order to heal them. But I'm afraid that ended in complete failure. After that...
Squad 12 Captain Urahara, for conducting treasonous research with intent to deceive and cause harm to a comrade, your powers will be removed and you will be permanently banished. Additionally, the captain of Squad 5 and the other 7 you experimented on will be disposed of as hollows.
I brought all 8 of them here. I also brought along the new Gigai prototype that you've been working on. You'd better get to work. You know, right from the moment that Shinji first told me about the incident, I knew that the worst had happened and I had a pretty good idea of what your best solution would be.
So you had it all figured out. You know, you're really very sneaky.
You should talk.
Within 20 hours, I'll create a Gigai with a spiritual pressure masking function for us, Shinji, and those 7.
Don't worry about me. I can manage on my own.
I'll hide out in the world of the living and take my time figuring out a solution. I promise. I'll find a way to undo the holification. This is my fault. I'm so sorry. You'll come out of this alive.
Where am I?
Oh, hello. Good morning, Hiyori. How's it going? How are you feeling?
Seeing your shady-looking face the moment I woke up has given me a stomachache.
Always got a jab for everything, huh? You're definitely the Hiyori that I know, that's for sure.
Huh? You want to fight? Is that it? Come the hell on. You're a captain and you haven't even gotten your Shihakusho on.
That's good.
What happened to you?
Hey, sleepyhead.
Shinji?
Come on, do you know anyone else who's walking around with this handsome face?
You dumbass.
Nobody can ever outdo your barbed remarks.
Thanks a lot. Kisuke just said the same thing.
The other guys are already awake by now, and they're out doing all kinds of stuff.
But enough of that. Where am I anyway?
The world of the living.
Oh, so that's why we're in... Wait, I don't remember entering a Gigai. What the hell's going on?
I'll explain everything, so listen to what I have to say. And on that note...
Okay... I don't get it.
So basically, all of us were holified, and we would have been disposed of as hollows if Kisuke hadn't come along to rescue us.
I feel like I'm missing the bigger picture here.
That should be simple enough to understand.
The responsibility for all of this falls on me. If I was more capable, I may have been able to prevent this whole situation. I arrived at holification as an answer, not to mention all this. I'm truly sorry, Hiyori.
None of that matters now, you dolt.
Well now, I thought you'd flip out more.
The Soul Society has totally abandoned us. I feel like a complete tool now. Why was I so serious about being a Soul Reaper?
I owe you a lot, Kisuke.
No. Ultimately, I wasn't able to do anything to stop your holification. So please, forgive me.
No need to apologize. Just allowing us to control our holoforms is enough of an apology.
I think Shinji's right.
What?
Anyway, I'll say my thanks.
Hiyori? No. Well, I'm kind of more...
Ugh, shut your trap already! I can't stand that irritating look on your face!
Huh?
You look like you think everything's your fault! Oh, that's putting me off. I just want to punch your face! You know, you look a little more serious now.
Oh yeah, is that right? Thank you for that. Well, I guess we're really parting ways now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take care. Now. There's really a whole lot that needs doing. Well, all right then. I guess that I ought to just take it one step at a time.
Hello? My name's Shinji Hirako. Is the owner in? The owner called us, so he'd better be in. Hey! Is anyone there?
Hey, thanks for waiting. I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I'm afraid the shopkeeper is out right now.
You see? I'll come back later. Later.
See you around.
What? Why? You are obviously here.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're just the same as ever, Shinji.
Good grief. Come on, just do it yourself, Kisuke. Anyway, you're the one who called, you know. So what's up?
Hey, listen, there's really no need to rush. What do you say to having some tea inside?
Okay, I'm going in.
All right, well then. It's good to see you again, Shinji. Are Hiyori and the others doing well?
Fine, I guess. You're still remarkably nosy, I see. All right, that's enough small talk. Now, let's get down to brass tacks.
To tell you the truth, I was just thinking about making some tea. It's fine. Let's talk a bit. Sosuke Aizen was responsible for betraying the Soul Society. Yeah, and what's more, the Hogyoku that I created has fallen into his hands. It's a terribly dire situation, but even so, we're not exactly out of options just yet.
You never were able to get straight to the point. What do you mean?
Do you know about Ichigo Kurosaki?
Recently, the current captain of Squad 6 came to pay a visit to Karakura Town. I wondered what was up. I knew that there had been some kind of a fight, but, well, fight might not be the right word to use.
Oh, it seems that you're fully up to speed.
Quit fooling. And?
After that, I decided that I needed to help provide him with training, and I sent him to the Soul Society. Once there, he managed to defeat Captain Kenpachi Zaraki of Squad 11, as well as triumphing over Byaku Yakutsuki, and he also achieved Bankai, of course.
What a joke.
I speak the truth.
I want to tell you to get serious, but I'm willing to hear you out. So go on, I'm listening.
Back then, during the fight with Byakuya, Ichigo holofied, but was able to regain control all on his own.
But, Kisuke, that means...
I didn't really do anything. I'm afraid that I can't give you all the details, but suffice to say, he's got a lot going on. Now, this is where it gets really juicy. Yoruichi went to the Soul Society with Ichigo and saw many things. According to her, he still hasn't seen Sosuke Aizen's Shikai.
Okay, I see what you're getting at now.
You pick things up so quickly. Delightful.
The thing is, I don't know a damn thing about Ichigo Kurosaki. I'm not dumb enough to fall for just any old story, you know? Still, you do make a pretty persuasive case, I guess.
I think that it's worth taking the gamble.
Now it's getting interesting. We're gonna do things our way moving forward. You got it?
Yes, you can count on me.
Quite shrewd, but whatever. All right, I'll keep a close eye on things then. There's Shin as in below the knee, G as in G, what a swell guy, Hira as in the Hero Mountains, and Ko as in KO, 'cause I'll knock you out. Nice to meet ya. I guess that we're neighbors. I hope that we can be friends, Ichigo.
Hey, Shinji. Have you seen Ichigo? Has he showed up yet?
Yeah, I guess so.
What's up with that weak response? Why do we have to put on this ridiculous high school act?
Stop all your whining. We're doing our jobs.
Ugh, I am sick of this. Hurry up and haul him over here.
Come on, you can't listen to what that guy says.
I'm a Soul Reaper. I'm not one of you weirdos.
But we understand best of all. We recognize that it's not easy to suppress holification. That one's already done.
Listen, two things that I hate are sneaking around and waiting.
I know, but sometimes waiting just isn't an option.
Whatever.
Whatever. Fine, I'm in. Come on, let's spar or something. We can blow off some steam. It's better than just sitting around waiting.
It's kind of weird to see you care so much, Shinji. All right, come on. Let's get in the mix.
Well, feeling better yet?
Yeah, right. As if. This was just some recreation.
Well, if your mood's improved at all, it's worth it. Yori, you've really hung in there.
This just turned creepy, so knock it off!
I just know how much you hate it when you're told to bide your time and wait for something to happen. Holding yourself back is hard, I know. Patience isn't easy.
I gotta tell you, I really hate that about you. Oh, you can't fool me, Shinji! You're a jerk! A clod!
Say, where did everyone else go?
Shopping, or training, or looking for dirty mags. Up to something, I'm sure.
Wow, so easygoing. Well, that's totally fine, I guess. Huh? Thanks for waiting. I guess that you finally understand now.
Huh. That's some weird spiritual pressure. But will it be useful? Kyusuke might be overselling it. Even if he can holify, he was just a human up until now, right?
Yeah. But Orihime told me something at school.
Apparently, he's the kind of guy that helps out ghosts, even if he has no relation to them. I don't put a lot of trust in what random people say, although I do believe that you can get a pretty good idea of what sort of person he is from the character of the people around him. Besides, I have met him firsthand and spoke with him directly. And I know that the sadness and pain that other people feel actually have an effect on Ichigo. They get under his skin. I'm not like that, but I wish I was. He was willing to take on the whole Soul Society for the sake of his friends, wasn't he? That's way past just being a goody two-shoes.
Gosh, what a moron.
Yeah. But then, I don't really mind idiots like that.
You can't know until you meet him.
We'll see for ourselves. Still, I don't think that Ichigo will become our friend and join our side so easily. But... How do you feel, Ichigo?
Not bad.
Good.
Seriously? Me join you guys? Are you nuts? The whole reason that I came here was to use you guys.
When I came here, I wanted to quit my fooling around. I see why Kisuke trusts him so much.
So, Shinji, what's this all about anyway? What did you bring me all the way out here for?
It's nothing big. Just wanted to see you and get an idea of how strong you are. Yoruichi Shihoin herself is the one who recommended you, so I don't have any doubt that you're the real deal. I'm just curious. I'm merely wondering what you're like.
Huh?
Well, to be honest, that's an excuse. I'm just trying to get out of work for a bit.
Huh?
They just keep on feeding me paperwork all the time over at the barracks. And rather than dealing with confusing words, I prefer to spar with you for a little while. So throw me a bone here.
Nah, I understand. If I'm enough for the job.
Great. Let's get to it then. That face says you can keep up. You're more of a man than me, right?
Ah. Well, thanks for that.
That was better than I hoped. Impressive. I figured you'd try to worm out of it, but I misjudged you. You went all out.
I'm truly happy that I was able to be of service to you. But was it necessary to come to me? You could have just asked someone from Squad 5 after all. I bet that if you wanted, you could spend a lot of time with Lieutenant Aizen.
Yeah.
Shinji?
Nah, it's nothing really. Kisuke seems like he's just a talker at first, but there's more going on underneath. He's got layers.
He actually has what it takes. He even won over Hiyori, who doubted him the most. I'm afraid that didn't last for very long, though. Aizen. I knew it. I figured that it had to be you.
So you knew all along. I'm impressed.
Of course I did! I always thought you were dangerous. There was just something about you that couldn't be trusted. So that's why. That's the reason I chose you to be my lieutenant. So that I could keep you close and maintain a watchful eye over you, Aizen.
Well, thank you for that, Captain Hirako. The feelings of distrust that you harbor for me have blinded you.
I told you, I knew.
No. You had no idea that for the last month, the person who was walking behind you wasn't actually me at all.
What?
I have the ability to create a wide range of illusions. That is the true ability of my Zanpakuto, Kyoka Suigetsu. That power is called complete hypnosis.
What's that? Complete hypnosis?
You're very astute, Captain Hirako. It's rather ironic. If you had simply treated me the same way that other captains normally treat their lieutenants, then you might have been able to figure it out. But you didn't treat me like that. Because you continued to have trouble putting your trust in me, you maintained a certain distance from me. You never opened yourself up. You never divulged information. You never tried to get to know me. That is why you were never able to see the truth. Not even when I replaced myself with a complete stranger. You see, if you'd only had a deeper understanding of me, it seems very likely that you would have spotted the small differences. But instead, your behavior led to a different fate. You are now lying there on the ground because you never truly got to know me, Captain Hirako.
You knew of my suspicion and turned it against me.
And one more thing. You said that you chose me as your lieutenant so that you'd be able to keep an eye on me. That's incorrect. Just as captains have the right to appoint their lieutenants, officers may refuse such appointments when they're offered. I had the choice. I easily could have refused to be your lieutenant. So, why didn't I? Because it was ideal. Your immense suspicion and your enduring skepticism of me were the perfect ingredients that I needed to bring my plan to fruition. Do you understand? You were not the one who chose me. In fact, I chose you, Captain Hirako. If I may, perhaps you owe the others a heartfelt apology. You see, because I was the one who chose you, your friends are now all lying there, on the ground.
Aizen!
I'm very grateful to you for being so easily provoked.
Damn it! Me too? It's only thanks to Kisuke that all of us weren't simply disposed of as hollows after that. I owe him a great deal. It's not just because of that.
Is this really supposed to be okay? I don't think so, not even a little.
Are you still going on about that?
Yeah, I know. He's growing really fast. But at the same time, he's also super unstable.
Yeah, I don't blame you. The desire to protect ones you care about is an extremely strong impulse. Still...
If I may, perhaps you owe the others a heartfelt apology. You see, because I was the one who chose you, your friends are now all lying there, on the ground.
That's why.
Hey! Why are you pretending to be so serious?
Ah! What was that for?
I started back up again because you got so quiet.
Hey, stop hitting me! I'm not some old, broken TV set.
You know, I have to say, you're really putting a whole lot of faith in Ichigo.
Shut up, jerk. He's got Kisuke along with him. That's fine. He'll do anything, absolutely anything to protect his friends, or even strangers. Right now, all that really matters is making sure that Ichigo becomes one of us. If things go south, then we'll all pull together to help. Oh man, I'm really back in my old haunt here. These robes sure do bring back a lot of memories, both happy and painful. You know, when push came to shove, you ended up doing all the hard work, Ichigo. I'm sorry. I really am. If only I could have done.
Approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Yuri!
Yuri!
As if. I couldn't finish you off, but still, I managed to buy us a little time. Enough for us to win.
Aizen!
Now, Ichigo! 100 years. That's how long I've waited for this moment. You're gonna give back everything you took from us. Everyone, now! What a waste of time. What's the point of thinking about this? Thinking like that doesn't change anything. Well, in any case, it's all settled now. Since we're back in the Soul Society, we gotta do what we gotta do. I'm sure that Ichigo will be just fine in Kisuke's hands. Whenever they come to need me, I'm certain that they'll call. I'm gonna do absolutely everything that I can to help Ichigo out. I owe him everything. What's more...
What were you mumbling to yourself about just now?
Well, don't just sneak up on me like that! You almost gave me a heart attack.
You were the one who didn't notice me calling out to you over and over again. Honestly.
Is that right? My bad, then. So, what are you here for?
Anyway, I came here in order to say thanks. You've done a lot for Momo and I. Sorry. It's thanks to you I got to speak with her.
Don't worry about it. I really don't need any thanks. It wasn't for your sake. I was just looking out for the well-being of Squad 5.
Okay, sure thing. I'll bring some sweets next time. You and I can eat them together.
A stickler for the rules, I see. I was wondering just exactly how my return would be received, but... You know, I really think I could get used to this place again.
I've
received a message from Renji, but you should read it too, Captain.
From Rukia, huh? Giving Ichigo his Soul Reaper powers back, eh? That's not a bad idea. Momo, forward me this message.
Yes, Captain.
Whatever role I'm in, whether it's as a visored or a court guard captain, I'm always gonna continue to make sure I do what I want to do. That's how it's always been and always will be.
I've changed, have I? I had thought that the only thing I lived to protect was the Soul Society.
But you always taught us that if we're to fight, then we should fight for justice.
It was you, Master, who urged us to become strong just for that reason.
Perhaps there is a logic to what Shunsui said that is worth considering. But I certainly did not expect to be on the receiving end of a lecture on justice. Shinji Hirako, you are now to become captain of Squad 5.
We're gonna be counting on you guys once again.
Yes.
Well then, I'll be on my...
Wait.
What?
Let me clear something up. You said that you were not really our allies, but you were enemies of Aizen, correct? And also that Ichigo Kurosaki was your ally.
I mean, I guess I did say that. I definitely did say that, no mistaking it. I feel the same way even now. Putting that aside, from this point on, as members of the 13 Court Guard squads, we'll do what needs to be done.
I see.
I'll be off now.
We are not done speaking yet.
Huh?
What kind of man is he? How do you perceive Ichigo Kurosaki? There is no need for suspicion. I too believe that we are indebted to him. We owe him a great deal. So, you think my gratitude doesn't mean anything?
I wouldn't go that far, but still, I know without a doubt that guy is suffering at the moment.
Does it frustrate you?
Ichigo has always fought to protect others when they're in trouble. I hear that even now, he receives thank you letters from the cops for all the help that he's given to the people in need. But right now, he doesn't have his Soul Reaper powers. He realizes that someone could be suffering somewhere and he wouldn't be able to help. He can put on a brave face, but he's powerless. I think that's how he's feeling right now.
Is that so?
I'm off, for real this time.